Hey guys, what is going on? The Zip of RageQuitTV gonna be casting a game between Liquid Zenio spawning as the red Zerg and Naniwa spawning as the blue Protoss. Naniwa from Team Quantic Gaming, Zenio from Team Liquid is a ZVP on Shakuras Plateau. And I know it's not White Raw vs TLO. You may be wondering why I just said that, because I have casted the past 16 games pretty much straight of White Raw vs TLO. You should check those out on my YouTube channel after this game, because I know this game is going to be epic. The replay pack was just released today. We do have Naniwa going to be going for a Forge Fast Expand, and why do I say that? Because he even tweeted, Forge Fast Expand or die trying. This is his go-to ZVP strategy, and the probe is going to be making his way over to Scout after that Forge does go down. After the Forge, the pylon does go down. Sorry, I just had to reset the audio just in case it was lagged a little bit. We do have Zenio going to be going for a pool first. He is not TLO. He won't be going for a hatch first. Zenio loves the pool first openings like 90% of Zergs, at least against Protoss. You'll never see a pool first in a ZVT. But in a ZVP, Protoss can just build cannons and screw up a hatch first build very easily. So Zenio is going to be taking, looks like a 14 gas, then most likely a 14 pool. And that is a very safe build. Does go with a Speedling opener. However, I don't think it's the best against a Forge Fast Expand, just because the Speedlings aren't going to help you all that much. What Zenio could be doing with this gas first is going for a super fast layer, because he knows that Naniwa won't be putting on any pressure if he does go for that Forge Fast Expand, which Zenio has no idea. He did not go out to Scout. He has Overlords going. He knows that Naniwa isn't close by air, and Naniwa is going to be hiding the one probe in this corner just to see what is going on. See if this speed does start right away. My guess would be wants to keep the probe alive, and if he doesn't see speed first, then he knows that Zenio is going to be doing something a little bit funky. Maybe going for a big roach push, could be going for mutas early, could be doing Nituses. There's so many things that they can do if they don't start the speed right away. We do have the Nexus before the Forge, so he did go for a Nexus first build, and the pool is done. Zenio does have the gas to get speed, but he just is not getting it yet. I'm kind of curious what he is waiting for. He's not going to show any signs of wanting to expand just yet, but he doesn't have the minerals yet. The drone should be leaving right now to go and expand, and Naniwa still leaving this one probe there, just waiting ever so patiently. A few lings are going to be moving out. The probe now going to be darting in. Sees that speed has started. This is such good scouting information for Naniwa right now. Knowing that the speed started, knowing that the guys got pulled off of gas. Naniwa knows that now Zenio is going to play very economically, wants to power some drones out or just go mass Speedling, which wouldn't be good against a Forge Fast Expand, especially on Shakuras Plateau when you have such a durable wall. So most likely Naniwa knows that Zenio is going to be taking his third hatch, probably around 5 minutes and 30 seconds. That would be my guess. As soon as this probe dies, Zenio will start showing signs of expanding again, or maybe he'll be doing something that surprises me. He has guys still off of gas, not mining gas right now, building another Overlord, lots more drones. We'll see if he shows signs of expanding. I'm kind of surprised he isn't just yet. Of course, they got to start that hatchery up relatively quick if they want to. It looks like he will be getting out right at 5:20, so just before my 5:30 prediction mark. And the reason you have to get it up before 5:30 is just because of Void Rays. They can damage third hatches, especially on this map. Zenio has to take this position. If he takes the position down here, well, he's going to be screwed over if Naniwa goes Colossus, because this area is so abusive. With force fields can easily trap units. Colossus have this little high ground, so Lings can't attack them even if there are no force fields out. This is just hell to defend this base. So this base, what's the downside of this? Well, look at all this area between this. It takes so long for queens to get here. You have to get this hatch built and done so you can get a spore caller started so the Void Ray can be dealt with. You can't deal with just one queen. A Void Ray beats a queen, especially with Phoenix behind it. So you gotta start the hatch relatively quickly to go for that spore caller. Speed is done on the Lings. They're just running around making sure there are no forward pylons out on the map. And you have one drone up here, and oh my god. Is he going to ninja a base on Naniwa? This is something that you normally cannot pull off, because Naniwa, known for how good at scouting he has emphasized in the MLGs, but this is ladder, which makes you think he's going to be even more diligent on his scouting. just because, well, it's ladder and people do silly things on ladder. But maybe he knows that Zenio and Zenio wouldn't be doing that. I don't know the reputation Zenio exactly has, if this is normal for him to do, but it is definitely ballsy, but an awesome play, because if it goes unscouted, this is Naniwa's minerals. If it goes into the super late game, this is going to really matter. If you lose a whole base, you can be absolutely screwed come the late game and be super cost effective if you want to win. We do have the queen being made, hallucinate being researched by Naniwa. Does have 4 warp gates. He may be trying to use hallucinate to like fake out a 7-gate build. I'm not exactly sure. The overlord will be going down. That does supply cap Zenio, but he has another overlord on the way. Another overlord over here, ready to go in to see what Naniwa is up to. 2 more pylons being built with a Globo facility. I am really curious what that hallucinate is going to be for. Maybe it's just going to be for the Phoenix hallucinate to go around the map and get scouting. And looks like Naniwa wants to move out. His sentries have plenty of energy. If he hallucinates units, this would be one of the most clever plays I have seen from Naniwa yet. But hallucinate's so rarely using that. There we go. The Phoenix gonna be morphed. The unexciting thing for unexciting use for hallucinate, morphing in a Phoenix just to get all the scouting information. See the Spore Caller up with spines going up at that 3rd base, but it doesn't look like he will be poking around to this base up in the top left. So Zenio gonna get away with a little bit of a sneaky play. Naniwa showing no signs that he has plans on scouting that anytime in the near future. This one overlord still just chillaxing right here. We do have an Immortal on the way for Naniwa. Not rushing into that Colossus attack. Gonna get a few Immortals up. It looks like he wants to take his 3rd base. And for all the same reasons, this 3rd base is so good to take against Zerg. Because, well, you got this area we can force field. Zerg can't come this way. You can just wall it off with 2 gates. And your Colossus has this little high ground, which he just becomes invulnerable on. And looks like Ling's going to try to do a run by. We have a probe here trying to hold position, and a Zealot's whooping in behind. Still keep that wall up, and Zenio is forced to pull back. We do have this base now with a few drones in it mining, so hopefully Naniwa does scout that. Hopefully it doesn't like get mined out and then Naniwa find it. He would be really upset with himself if that does happen. We have 9 more drones on the way. It is going to be at 60-some drones to about 55 probes as soon as those do hatch, as Naniwa actually he's not building drones probes right now, cutting them just a little bit. Those 2 zealots will be going down 2 speedlings. There we go. The probes have started. And now these warp gates are going to be morphing in. Zenio, of course, does see that. Does he have a scout on the main just yet? No, he does not. I don't think he's seen the Immortal yet. He may have with those Lings. It looks like he's just going to be holding this one watchtower. It does have this one as well. So right now, he has great map vision, is spreading his creep out very quickly. It looks like, at least in a ZVP, normally you don't see them spreading creep so early, just focusing on getting a lot of units out. The lair now is just finishing at the 11:30 minute mark. And this Phoenix, did he see it morphing? No, he didn't. This is so good. If the Phoenix saw this lair morphing, he knew how late that lair was. But since he just saw it complete, he's like, oh, I wonder how long that's been there. So he doesn't know the timing on this lair. And that is so good for Zenio right now. Because Naniwa would be a little bit suspicious if that lair was completing at 11:30, because that is definitely late. Those Lings will be taken out, but Naniwa going to be very happy on his 3 bases. Zenio going to be very happy on not only his 4 bases, but one of his bases being his opponent's. You can see those minerals starting to lose their value. And we still have plenty of sentries for Naniwa. Zenio just moving around with his Lings, trying to bait any force fields he can. Gonna go up on his 6th base right now. The supply is 146 to 125. And the Ling's gonna be coming in here, but again, Naniwa's force just scares Lings off. He doesn't have a good anti-sentry force right now, but with that Spire completing, he is gonna be having a lot of mutas. And also, this is gonna help him really much when it comes to those mutas plays. He hasn't put drones on that gas just yet. Looks like he wants to take out Stalkers, or just, again, bait whatever he can. He does have a bunch of roaches here. 11 mutas in production, and Naniwa doesn't know how much gas Zenio actually has. Going to be missing this one base, and of course this base. So Zenio could have 4 gases without Naniwa knowing, and that just means so many more mutas. That's going to be very hard to deal with, but thankfully Naniwa is going for Blink. That Blink just about done, and this is very easy to defend against Mutas. Well, not very easy. It's easier to defend than if you spread out, just because you can Blink from this base to your main and get to your natural relatively quickly. You kind of got the Triforce defense. The Mutas are going to be coming in from Zenio at the same time as Lings and Roaches. And all these Lings and Roaches want to do is kill Stalkers, so Zenio can get enough Mutas to just win a fight heads up with Muta vs Stalker. One Stalker going down there, Zenio is going to be retreating. We do have cannons up for Naniwa, just protecting his middle line in this Dark Shrine. And does Zenio see the Dark Shrine? He sees it morphing. I don't know if he actually clicked on it. We do see him getting Evo Chamber, so most likely he did see that. And he has an Overseer with him, and now these Mutas going to be coming in, taking out a few probes. Few Stalkers do blink down. Zenio says, you know what? I can take those Stalkers out, and then more blink, and now Zenio is going to be retreating. This Overseer is going to be good as dead. Going into this loss tab so far, we do have Zenio losing a little bit more, but he does have a better econ than Naniwa. Going to be going up on his 6th base, is this? 1, 2, 3, 4... Yes, 6th base. And that is a lot of cannons Naniwa has been building all around his main. I guess his gateways are in this area too, so it's very key he does protect them. But again, this base, about a third of it has been mined out. So Naniwa definitely losing the edge if it comes to a very late game, entire map mined out situation. And now these Mutas are going to be coming, and this one cannon is definitely going to be going down. And another thing that's so smart that Zenio is doing, he takes a ninja base when he's going Muta play. Even if Naniwa knows about this hatch up here, how is he going to take it out? Because the Mutas give Zenio complete map control. There's nothing that Naniwa can really do to take this hatch out. Zenio is in such a good position right now, but Naniwa, he is the Protoss player. Sometimes the 200 death ball force of Protoss can be very hard to deal with. It looks like Naniwa is just like, you know what? There comes a point in every Protoss's life where I can just go kill. Oh, wait, never mind. You have a lot of Mutas, so Naniwa, oh, wait. He's going to be coming back. And now so many Spine Claws up for Zenio. Oh, my God. That is a lot of Spine. And the Baneley's going to try to come. They don't have speed. Speed has started. It's about halfway done. Hazarding lands. Hazarding being on as well. That is almost done. 20 more links. This Baneley nest is going to be falling. And still, Naniwa has a very scary force in the middle of this map. So many sentries at full energy, or they were at full energy. Not so much anymore, but Baneley's are going to be a big threat to this army. Mutas may have trouble dealing with it. I mean, Naniwa could possibly win the game right here. Like I said, every Protoss has that time when they can just go kill you. And this Hive looks like it's not going to be happening, but oh my God, just because you have sentries of Force Hero does not mean you can't drop Baneling bombs going down. Now these Mutas are going to be coming. All the Immortals are getting picked off by the Mutas, and Zenio will be able to defend that. I missed that Baneling play, and that is exactly what Zenio needed. But Naniwa did a lot of damage there. The Mutas going to be chasing these Stalkers. They don't have any upgrades. The Stalkers are at 2-1. But Zenio does keep his Hive. That is definitely key. We have Storm being restricted for Naniwa. These Stalkers looks like they will be going down. They blink away. Will the Lings and Baneleys catch up to them? It looks like yes, they will be head off at the front. And the Mutas do join in with these Roaches and Lings. The Stalkers decide it's a good idea to retreat. And keep in mind, there is still that Dark Shrine, so there is a possibility of DTs at any time at one of the bases of Zenio. Now Zenio doesn't really have complete map control, as there's 35 Stalkers out in the field to the 17 Mutas. So if Naniwa knows about this base, he could be taking it out, but as we do see, he has no idea about it. And now that base, oh my God, it's about halfway mined out, and the gas, I don't know how much gas does, 2,500? That's a little less than half. Big storms going down on those Lings. Actually, not on the Lings. It's kind of missing, but does hit on their way out. It was more on, I think, the Roaches and Mutas. As you see, all those units are injured. Right now, Naniwa wants to expand, and is that going to get canceled? No, it doesn't. They're going to spawn Dimensional Spore. Naniwa, I don't know what he was thinking, expanding right next to a Zerg army. Going into this worker tab, it is 91 to 67. Another engagement is going to be happening. We do have Templars without enough energy to storm. And now Bane's going to try to lead the way, get whatever they can. There's Urkons that are going to be falling, but those mutas definitely have gone down in numbers, down to 4-3 mutas. 10 clubs down the field, so we can have a lot of Broodlords coming along with aid and Fezzers. Naniwa has to go in for the kill right now. Hit a timing before these Broodlords, unless they're going to come out, and Zenio will have a solid form of defense, but right now he has absolutely no defense. Will this come out in time? It looks like Naniwa is going to be moving out, is going to be taking another base. Will he try to take a base up here? Zenio taking another hatch all the way up at the 12 o'clock position. Looks like Naniwa wants to go and pressure this third base of Zenio. And keep in mind, Zenio will have a lot of Broodlords coming out with the Fungal Growth to deal with these Stalkers. Will it be enough Broodlords, though? Another Spire has started. Did that Greater Spire go down and I missed it? Going in this lava... No, it didn't, so it looks like that may just be for upgrades. And there we go, all the Broodlords do go, but they get plunked under, and the Broodlords fall down very quickly. Storm going off on those Lings, but those Stalkers going very low in numbers very quickly. Those Lings are just too high in number. The Stalkers now getting chased down by the Speedlings. Going over the enemy supply, it is 154 to 106 with Zenio in the lead. His Lings, one of his upgrades on this ground, he is at 2-2. Does he have that Adrenal Glands upgrade? No, that has just started. Zenio just had the best fungals, and now an Overlord drop with a lot of Lings, and Naniwa's main base. He's going to have to whoop in a lot to deal with this. The Lings aren't really attacking the pylons. One DT does get whooped in to deal with an infinite number of Zerglings, but at the same time, Zenio moving out with a huge force. Going to be taking out this Nexus for sure. Looking at this base, oh my god, it's about mined out. And I can't express how much trouble Naniwa is going to be in if that base gets mined down, and this does come to a super late game just because Naniwa is going to lose a whole base worth of income. Storms go down, Naniwa does defend, but Zenio is sitting on double the supply, still has plenty of Lings back here, and again, more hatcheries than he knows what to do with. This one probe going to be falling, this one Nexus did not get taken down. We do have a few cannons being built there. The upgrades 3-3, has that finished? Yes, it has, with the Adrenal Glands just about done. And oh my god, all these probes going to be caught during this Worker kill tab. It was 7. Now it's going to be very high. Zealous being whooped in. It looks like the entire force of Naniwa is coming to defend this, which means one of his bases is going to be open, but looks like Zenio just wants to contain him in this one small area. How are you going to get down from here, Naniwa? There's so many infestors with Fungal Growths and Broodlords coming. And there we go, the Stalkers do get fumbled. We do have 2 High Templars. Urkons actually, Urkons are actually getting neuroparasited. Stalkers getting fumbled as well, going underneath the Broodlords. They stop morphing and start running away. One Corruptor does fall. At the same time, those Lings I was talking about earlier, looks like they took out a few gateways. Lots more Broodlords being morphed in, and Naniwa does have vision of that high ground. He jumps up there. He has that with the DT on the Xel'Naga Watchtower. Those Broodlords look like they will be taken care of, but not before they have done some serious damage. That Urkon does fall, and going into the supply, it's 163 to just 94. Naniwa has to pull some sort of miracle. You can see Zenio just rallying units all over the place. This one gateway is going to be going down. He has a lot of Templars, but they don't have enough energy to storm. One Stalker sitting as a sentry on this high ground, just picking off what it can. A bunch of Stalkers blink underneath these Broodlords. They will be going down. But at this point, Zenio does not care. He just has so much. He is literally the Swarm. And Naniwa is going to have to retreat off of Shakuras Plateau and start playing another map. Certainly can defend that one against Zenio, because there are 2 games in this pack of TL replays of Zenio. So we'll be going into another game between Naniwa versus Zenio. And you can tell Naniwa saying, good fucking game, dude. No BM there. Just appreciates how good Zenio is. And a little bit funny, he had no idea about this the entire time. It is almost mined out. That patch has 5 minerals left. The gas, 980. Oh man, Zenio, that one ninja expand is so good. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time.